So we're backstage at the dance tent here at Lounge on the Farm 2009, and I'm joined by Scroobius Pip. Hello, Scroobius.
Hello.
So what's going on in this? You had to go on stage?
We're hoping to. It's running over slightly, but that's all good. We're going to make it on stage at some point. We were in Norway last night, and it's been 2 or 3 days in Norway, and the sun doesn't go down, so everything's a bit confused in our heads. At this time of year, yeah, it stays up all night, so it makes you go a bit mental.
So you're doing.
So we know we're in Canterbury, and we're going on stage at some point, but that's about it. It'll all work out fine.
Do you do many like festivals, dance festivals, things like that?
Yeah, we do a big variation. I mean, that's the cool thing, that because we don't really fit into just dance or just hip hop or indie or whatever, we get to play all sorts of different festivals. I mean, as I said, the one in Norway, it was us and Ida Maria, and then we did Glastonbury on more of an indie tent, and then just, yeah, everywhere. It's good.
Wow, that's very cool indeed. Now, you sort of get on stage. I would describe your music more as poetry set to music. Does that sound about right to you?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I come from a spoken word background, so yeah, and most of the stuff I do, it's spoken word, but Dan manages to make beats and that take it to an extra level kind of thing, and really just bring all the deep dark meaning out of some of it, and really push it to the level. So yeah.
When it comes to the actual lyrics and stuff, do you both write those, or are they just you?
I write the lyrics in general. I mean, on the new album, there's a few bits where Dan's written a bit of a hook for certain bits, but generally, yeah, the general situation is I write the lyrics and Dan's the music side of it, the audio side kind of thing.
So is this a new album that's coming out, or is out?
Yeah, we're working on the next album. Our debut album, Angles, is out at the moment. That came out in 2008, and yeah, it's basically, it's been great just going on from that, because Angles was released on a very small label, but it went into the top 40 unexpected and things like that. So it all ramped everything up. So it was 2 years of touring, really kind of going, damn, the crowds are getting bigger, and we seem to have making a living out of it. So it's great to have the time now to be working on the next album and try and plan forward.
I've got to ask about the name, Scroobius Pip.
Yes.
It's not. I don't think that was the name you were christened with.
No, it wasn't. Shockingly, a staunch Essex lad. It's not really that kind of name. But no, I took it from an Edward Lear poem, and Edward Lear is kind of a nonsensical poet, and the Scroobius Pip is one of his kids' poems, and it's about a creature that wakes up in a jungle and doesn't know what it is, and it goes with the lions for a bit, realises it isn't a lion, it goes with the fish, realises it isn't a fish, and it goes through all that, and at the end it just realises it is just the Scroobius Pip. It doesn't have to fit into any one category, it can be its own creature. So it is kind of a silly name, but it's not just a silly name.
Awesome.
There's a meaning behind it.
I think, because I've only met you once, and we don't move in the same circles, I might change my name to Scroobius Pip.
Do it, it's the way to go, and no one will mind, no one will notice.
Well, you might, and you're lawyers.
But I spell it differently to the Edward Lear poem, so if you spell it his way, then it's fine, he's dead, so he's not going to kick off. It's different, so I'm not going to kick off. So
you're about to go on stage, and I know I'm sort of taking your time up here before you go on stage. What do you normally do to psych yourself up for a gig?
I don't do anything at all.
You're like the most relaxed man.
Yeah, it's really weird. I've always been a very laid-back person, but the minute you step on stage, the crowd does that psyching up for you. Or that's how it's been for me. I mean, we were lucky that before me and Dan were really a band, our first single blew up. So from day one, we've kind of had not necessarily huge crowds, but really excited crowds from day one. So it's kind of, that is enough to psych you up. I'm generally, as when you came over, just sitting around. I was tying knots in grass. Not really the rock and roll pre-gig bit, but yeah, it's just as soon as you step on there, the crowd do it all for you, really.
Also, one funny thing, I shave like once a day, and it troubles me because I get a bit of growth after like a day and a half. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't bother. What's this? It's got your beard.
It's easier. I mean, I honestly started growing it because I'd saved up some money. I worked in a record shop. I'd saved up some money, and I was going to quit my job and spend a year trying to just tour and do music and see if I could make success of it. So at the last month of having the job, I started to grow a beard because I knew I was going to be living in a van for like 6 months. I thought, I don't want to be having to deal with shaving or that awkward growth moment, you know, when it is just bursting through and not feeling comfortable. If I get to a reasonable stage, then it does the rest itself.
As long as it goes? Have you tried getting longer?
As long as I've got it so far. I'm going to actually get quite a cut soon. I've decided I just want to trim it back to about there or something.
Why don't you just shock the crowd one night and shave off completely?
I originally said if I ever do get rid of my beard completely, I'll do it during a gig.
Oh.
So just during song, just clippering
Yeah.
my beard away and just cutting bits off, because it'll be good. A visceral, intense moment on one of the really dark songs, just really start chopping away, looking psychotic, and people are like, what's going on?
Well, you're scaring me already.
What a great way to end.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great note to end on.
Thank you very much, Scroobius Pip. I'm getting out of here.